Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be doing another preview for a trial coming to global kind of soon. We just got the Iron Giant trial, so the next trial is the Scorn of the Bomb family, due probably early in January. I've already got one video up of a slow clear, my very first clear on the Japanese server, doing it with a wrong element. We're going to do it this time with the proper element, which is faster but more dangerous. So we're going to be showing this team to do it with. We're going to use Warrior of Light for covering with evasion. You also want the whole team to have like 80 to 100 fire and ice resist, and other resistances help as well. One thing you'll notice is Warrior of Light is not provoking. He's only going to be covering. Athena is going to be our healer. She also does resistance to all elements with her buff, and she does stat buffs too. She's got some fire and ice resist. We're going to use Luna Freya as our provoker. She's got 100% passive provoke with the Final Fantasy 15 materia that hopefully everyone got, or the accessory that hopefully everyone got this week. Other than that, she's got resistance across the board. She'll be tanking all the single target magic from the baby bombs, so you want her to have high resist to everything. Other than that, she's going to be just a buffer and backup mitigation and magic mitigation, that kind of stuff. She can also do re-raise and mana refill, because the boss does do mana drain as well. We're going to use Riku as our breaker. Now, the bosses can't be broken to attack and magic. They can only be defense and spirit broken. If possible, you want to either bring someone to cast Mirage, and then do like the Wave Cannon for breaks. That's good enough. I used Wave Cannon in my very first clear. Or if you have someone like Locke, Yuffie, Shadow, etc. that can do Mirage, Mirage is very helpful, but we're going to use Riku. Other than that, she's got resistances to fire and ice. And we're going to use Hein for our mage, again, because he has fire and ice element in his kit. So that's going to be very useful for killing the bombs. Other than that, he's got some resistance. Now, I didn't really stat pot mine except for magic, so he's got pretty terrible survival, but he's got high resistance. Ganzi, he stat potted his, looking good. He's got way overboard in resistance. That's okay. That's totally fine. You know, more is better. Other than that, he's just got, you know, some DPS and such. So let's get into it. So they're going to ambush, and the blue bomb is going to buff himself, and the red bomb is going to summon some babies. It's random which element you get. Alright, so to start off, we're going to go ahead and have Riku just break and Mirage. Warrior of Light is going to cover physical. Luna Freya is going to buff magic, and we'll do, I guess, a break immunity. Athena's going to do a resist all, and a mana regen. And Hein, now we're going to use Hein to, we're going to cast the 62 lightning. That gives us a really powerful fire and ice resistance. And other than that, we're going to use... actually, we'll do it this way. We'll use his cooldown. Then we'll buff lightning. And now we're going to chain... and we're going to chain ice to kill that top guy. So, Ganzi, because we only need one person to buff, we'll just have Ganzi do double chain. And we're going to be killing the Mother Bomb first, because she is way more dangerous. Now, as you see, we're healing the bottom bomb, but we don't really care. And let me turn the sound down slightly. It's a little loud. Alright, so the mom is going to be using attacks that bypass cover. As you saw, unfortunately, they both hit the same Hein. They can be miraged. And we miraged one of them, but the other one get behind. Which is okay. I mean, it still survived. We're going to just keep Riku to break and mirage pretty much every turn. Now we're just going to quad cast ice. We want to kill that Mother Bomb as soon as possible. And the first Mother Bomb threshold is at 70%. And when we get there in a moment, I'll explain more. But for now, we're just going to be building up Hein and dealing damage. As you can see, it's significantly faster if you're doing it with the proper element, as opposed to my previous clear. Let's give physical mitigation to help out with those random target attacks. Luna Freya will give us an even higher ice resist buff. And we've got a dark and a water, so let's go ahead and do a water buff as well. Fina will do a Shining Shear and a Mana Regen. This turn is going to be relatively minor as well. Nothing happens on turn 2. The Dark Bomb exploded. When the kids take damage below half, they start to explode, but their damage is really, really low, so no one really cares. Alright, this turn is going to be a Mana Drain. We're also going to push a Threshold. So let's go ahead and do a power-up. I should have done that last turn with Hein. I'm not super familiar with Hein. And Ganzi is going to power up Chain, and we're going to do a 150% resistance buff to Fire and Ice. Alright, so the chain is going to break at the end, that's okay. Let's go ahead and Mirage with Riku. We'll use cover again before your flight. Let's do a big stat buff with Luna Freya. And Fina can just refresh her elements and keep Mana Regen going. So this turn, they're going to do a Mana Drain. It's not too big of a Mana Drain, unless your defense and spirit are low, and our Hein's defense and spirit is very low. It's probably going to drain them really, really badly. Okay, there's the Mana Drain. It wasn't so bad, actually. It wasn't so bad. Alright, so we got a big Imperil, and the mom's going to explode this turn. It doesn't kill her, it just explodes and does a lot of fixed damage, which is not too bad, because we've got currently a 150% Ice and Fire buff to Hein. Hein really is kind of cheating for this fight, but this is more to show the mechanics than to actually show you a budget clear or something. So we're going to go ahead and have Riku. We're not going to break yet. Let's go ahead and do our damage first. Alright, we pushed another threshold on the mother. Riku is going to give us Mirage, and she's going to do a Mana Fill buff to fill the mana on the Heinz, or the whole team actually. And we're going to, with Luna Freya, let's go ahead and put up this, and let's keep a good Mana Regen going. Warrior of Light will keep that physical mitigation going. And Fina will just... we don't need healing, so Fina's going to Mana Regen twice. Keeping your mana going in this fight is one of the tricky things. Mages use a lot of mana. There's the explosion. We don't care. We've got Heinz buff. It's going to deal 0 damage, even though we're Imperil. The Imperil is 90%. So our resistance from gear, with about 80 to 90 with gear, plus a 150% buff, is immunity. If you're using something like a 70% buff, you might want to wear a little bit more resistance gear to be safe. I think we need to Imperil again, so we're going to Imperil once and then Chain. Let's see. We don't need to Imperil twice, so we'll just keep chaining. This may even kill the Mother Bomb here. Probably not quite. But we did push the last threshold. Okay, we'll get her next turn, that's no problem. Let's have Fina do an AoE re-raise, just for the absolute safety of it. We'll just keep Breaks and Mirage going. We need general mitigation, because Warrior of Light's mitigation has worn off at this point. Let's also do an immunity buff. Warrior of Light will just refresh its cover, because it also gets a tiny barrier. Alright, the mom's going to explode again, but that was the explosion from the 50% threshold, but that's okay. Okay, so the mom attacks 4 times around random target below 50%. So 2 of them hit our bottom Hein. One of them was Mirage. She hit him a second time, and the other 2 attacks hit other people on the team. This is why Mirage is super, super, super helpful here. If we didn't have Mirage, that Hein would have been dead. Now his Quadcast wore off at this point. It comes back next turn, but that's okay. We'll just go ahead and pop this. And we'll pop... we're going to pop a Fire and Ice resist buff as well. And let's finish off that bomb, the Mother Bomb. Okay, Mother Bomb is now dead. 6 turns, not bad. Let's go ahead and refresh this and this. Actually, I think it's time for Luna Freya's Luna first. Warrior of Light will do physical mitigation. I'm not sure when I did Fina's resist all last. Let's do that again. And let's do a prime heal to top off the Hein. Now, because the Mother Bomb is dead, you always want to kill the Mother first, in my personal opinion. The Mother Bomb was the one doing those attacks that ignore cover. The Dad Bomb doesn't do that. But the Dad Bomb loves his mana drains. So he's going to be mana draining us more than before, which is super, super annoying, but it's okay. This team can do lots of mana regeneration, so it's okay. We're going to keep breaking and imperiling. We're going to imperil, and we're going to swap to fire now, obviously. Let's use our cooldown and deal fire damage. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, the Dad's going to be doing mana drain a lot more often now. Let's do a mana regen with her. Let's go ahead and do a cover with Warrior of Light. Fina, let's do this, and let's do a mana over time with Fina. Alright, so he's doing, now because the Mother's dead, he's doing random target fire and ice attacks, but our fire and ice resistance is very high, so we don't really care. But every 2 turns, now that only one of them is alive, every 2 turns they're going to be using a 90% imperil and a big explosion. So we're going to have my guy pop this. That's the 150% buff, and we're going to keep chaining fire. Friend is going to just pop another one. We're going to do a decrease fire resist, which is this one. And then keep chaining fire. Riku can just keep breaking spirit and miraging. Warrior of Light will physical mitigate. Fina is just like really just here for mana regen at this point. Like we're pretty much not going to take damage anymore, which is kind of cool. Yeah, because all the damage at this point is going to be covered by evasion with our cover tank, and the rest of the damage is going to get immune to the resistance. Okay. All these attacks are evaded. Super awesome. There's the mana drain. That's going to be, you know, annoying. And he summons some little guys. We don't really care about that. You know, they can explode. We don't care. We actually can't use Heinz Quadcast right now. Oh, we can. Let's hit this for the power-up. And do this. Next turn, Riku's mana regen comes back online, so that'll be fine. Alright, we pushed... Actually, no, there's no more thresholds when the boss is solo, because they do their threshold attack pretty much every turn at that point. We got 2 turns on that, so let's just refill mana. And do that. And Fina will just fill mana twice. I might drop an elixir on the Heinz. I don't know. Oh, we actually don't need mana. Don't need Mirage anymore either. I'm actually going to keep using Mirage anyway, just in case Warrior of Light slow recovery 1 turn, which is possible. It could happen. Alright, I think we have enough mana to keep going with Quadcast. We do. Perfect. Let's have Riku, because the boss cures his breaks every now and then, and I don't know if he just did or not. Let's do this, and let's have Riku. We're gonna do this. All right, let's break, and the mana refill, perfect. Warrior of Light, how's your cover looking? 3 turns. Let's just have you do a resist buff. Luna Freya, let's do an ice resist. And a magic mitigation. Fina, you're literally just casting mana token twice a turn to keep the Heinz going. Alright, we're back at full mana, but next turn we're going to get mana drained again. And there's the big explosion that the boss does, but, you know, whatever. Alright, I think we need to break again. No, he didn't cure his breaks that time. And the boss is using Mirage as well. So if you're using physical units, it's kind of a headache. to deal with. Yeah, this fight is really favored for mages. Let's do a big buff with you. I don't think we've done that in a while. I should have done that before I attacked. And we'll just repeat Fina with mana regen, because I think this turn is going to be the mana drain. But we're back at full mana with the Hind, so it's like whatever. And there's the mana drain. Yep. Not too bad, though. And he's also imbuing our team with ice. Which, again, if you're using a physical team, that's like a real bad news. But, you see, he cured his breaks. He imbued us with ice. He drained our mana. So that's why we've got Riku. Let's go ahead and have Riku do a limit instead for an even better break. We lost Quadcast. We'll get it back next turn. Yeah, so let's Imperil and Double Chain. We'll just Triple Chain with this guy. Oh, I chained the wrong element? Are you kidding me? I chained ice. That reset our stacks and it healed it. I'm so dumb. I mean, that's not like a problem. There's actually no turn limit on this fight. It's just, well, annoying. I chained ice. Whoops. Alright, so we irritated the bombs, didn't kill any. But they blew up on us, you know, whatever. I can't believe I did that. That's so embarrassing. Whatever. Let's break and Mirage. Yeah. Alright, we're chaining fire, not ice. I reset all our stacks too. Ugh. Alright, we've got Quadcast next turn, so whatever. Our good mitigations are coming back up, so the damage we do take is going to be significantly reduced. And being able to just keep refilling mana. Alright, we'll kill this guy next turn. Just don't make the mistake to swap to the wrong element by accident. Could have been like a 12 turn clear. Oh well. Alright, we're chaining fire. I almost forgot again, jeez. Okay, there it is, 14 turns, we're fine. My mind's blanking at the moment. Do we have any mages on Global that can deal fire and ice in their kit? I know we've got plenty that deal one or the other. Who does both on Global? I'll have to look at the mage list later. I don't even know if we do have a mage that can do both. But Hind should be coming probably soonish. But that was more to show you the fight. And you can use an off element, and I'll link to a guide that I'm about to type, and then you can look at, I'll link my old clear as well, so you can see how to do it with an off element with any mage at all, as long as it's, you know, any other element. Anyway, see you guys next time.